All right, let's open this up again. Let's see what it says. I've got some, what do you call them? Bookmarks. Here we go. This is an interesting one. Abracadabra. So this, for those of you who don't know, this is the Jewish Encyclopedia from, where is the date? $1912. So we're checking out the Jewish Encyclopedia. Just Jew things, you know. Let's go learn about the Jews. What are the Jews into? Ah, here we go. Abracadabra. It's a magic word or formula used in incantations, especially against intermittent fever or inflammation. The patient wearing an amulet upon his neck with the following inscription. Do you see? The underlying idea was to force the spirit of the disease gradually to relinquish its hold upon the patient. Now, you got to understand this also. Like, this is using symbolic language. It doesn't seem like it. It sounds like it's just saying mystical nonsense. No. You know what mystical means? Mystical means you don't understand it. Okay, so is mystery real? Yeah, it's true that people don't understand things, but you don't have to be one of them. If you ask questions, you can learn. But it is first mentioned by Serena Simonicus, physician to the Emperor Caracalla, whose work De Medicina Praecepta was admired by the emperors Geta and Alexander Severus. Okay, who are these people that they admire that you wear this upon your neck? Wear it, and you shall force out the spirit of the disease. Baby girl, please. Yeah. He prescribes that the word be written in the form of an inverted cone, the whole word being written out at first, then with one letter less on each line until one letter stands alone. C. King, Gnostics and Their Remains, page 317. The explanation that it is a corruption of Ha-Braca and Dobar hardly deserves consideration. Okay, so we're not even going to consider that. The Jewish Kabbalah probably had nothing to do with it. Yeah, we probably shouldn't consider that either then. But it finds a striking parallel in Pesahim 112a, which is referring to the Talmud, which recommends the same means of gradually reducing the power of disease by an incantation formula which subdues the invoked spirit of the disease. The person who is in danger of becoming a victim of the spirit of shabriri, which is blindness, which in the Hebrew sense, blindness is ignorance, is not understanding. They're told to say, my mother hath told me to beware of shabriri, abriri, riri, rear, re. It is, therefore, probable that the word was originally the name of a demon, which is no longer recognizable. Yeah, therefore that's probable. We're just gonna make assumptions through this whole thing, because it's not really important enough to ask too many questions, because it's sensible to just ask, to just make certain assumptions. Stands to reason, look no further. It has been the subject of the following stanza. All right, let me try to zoom in. Sorry that it's not really focusing well. Thou shalt on paper write the spell divine, abracadabra called in many a line, each under each in even order place, but the last letter in each line efface. As by degrees the elements grow few, still take away, but fix the residue, till at the last one letter stands alone, and the whole dwindles to a tapering cone. Tie this about the neck with flaxen string, mighty the good 'twill to the patient bring. Its wondrous potency shall guard his head, and drive disease and death far from his bed. So, flaxen string. Look, I got a little homework for you, okay? It's easy to do, you know. Really, I want to do it with you. I want to do everything with you, but you need to go, like, do stuff by yourself. Go on Wiktionary. No, not Wiktionary. I mean, Wikipedia. Go learn about cedar. S-E-I-F-R. Or D. You could spell S-E-I-D-R. And you're going to find an article about witches. Witches in the context of the Norse traditions. So there were two groups of gods, one called the Aesir and one called the Vanir. And the Vanir, they introduced magic to the Aesir and caused a war, a great war, that nobody won. I guess you could say the Vanir did. Or did they? But the two camps merged. So what does that mean, Julian? It means lying and manipulating people. That's what magic is lying and manipulating. But my point is, and the reason I bring this up is because a cedar and these witches, they are spinstresses. And they've got something called a distaff. And they spin with flaxen string. It's a symbol of lies and manipulation. So learn about that. That is, I mean, it fits hand in hand with Christianity. You know, those who say they are Jews but are not, who do lie, Revelations 2:9 and 3:9. That's the Vanir. There, now you know who the synagogue of Satan is. You need to learn more about the Vanir. Odin is an Aesir. Fry is a Vanir. Odin was driven mad, much on account of his evil witch wife. Odin, his name, by the way, is cognate with the word wooden, wood. Trees are symbols of people. Also, madness. Madness. He is madness. He is wood. The woods are a symbol of madness. Being lost in the dark wood where the witches are, where the thieves and the wolves are. Yeah, check that out.